Yeah, good evening. How many categories of streams are there? Categories. 3 categories. What is first one? Console input output streams. Second one? File input output streams. Third one? Network input output streams. Okay. How many types of streams are there? 2 types. What are those? Byte streams, character streams. What's the difference between byte streams and character streams? Byte stream supports all types of data. Character streams only text. Okay. See, 3 categories of streams are there. Console input output streams, file input output streams, network input output streams. Console input stream nothing but accepting data from keyboard. Console output stream nothing but displaying data on monitor. Okay. File input stream, file output stream. Reading data from file input stream. Writing data to a file output stream. Okay. Network input stream, network output stream, you didn't study. That is you are going to see today. Okay. Network input stream, network output stream. So network programming, next heading. Network programming. Network programming. Note on a set of cooperative interconnected computers is called as network. A set of cooperative interconnected computers is called as network. A set of cooperative interconnected computers is called as network. See, here networking software will be there, networking hardware will be there. Both will be there. Then only we can say complete network. Suppose computer without software, what we can do? It is just metal box only, no? So only hardware, no use. Suppose you have only software CDs, that is also no use without hardware. So how much importance is there for software? That much importance is there for hardware. How much importance is there for hardware? That much importance is there for software. Only hardware, no use. Only software, no use. Both are there, computer useful. Okay. Only hardware also we cannot do anything. Only software also we cannot do anything. Okay. Software and hardware both are there, then only computer is useful. Same thing, networking also. Network software required, network hardware required. Both are there, that network is useful. Here, interconnection is possible with hardware. Cooperation possible with software. That's what a set of cooperative interconnected computers is called as network. Say 5 computers connected together with hardware parts, but sending not possible, receiving not possible. Then what is the use of network? Network is wasted. No? So 5 computers connected together means one system to other system communication. If it is there, use of network. Only it appears like a network. Sending not possible, receiving not possible. Even printer, if I connect to one computer, 5 systems also not in use, not possible to use means no use. Network is wasted. Okay. So interconnection, it is possible with hardware. Cooperation possible with software. Networking software and networking hardware. If both are there, then only network will be useful. Here, you are going to write network program. Program nothing but software. But that hardware inbuilt. Okay. See, here, what you are going to do here today, see, suppose 5 computers are there. Now, 5 computers. 5 computers connected together as a one network. Okay, like this 5 computers are there. Here 5 computers, individual computer, every computer name, it is localhost. Individual, every individual PC is called local host. See, this is local host. This is local host. This is local host. Local host. Local host. Like identification purpose, name required. But 5 localhosts connected together. Then which is localhost means your system is localhost. But beside system, one more name required. If all are localhost, how will send data? For that, computer name required. That's what system administrator, whoever will make a network, that person will create one network, this one, domain name, computer name. See, in network, every system, number or name, actually addressing system in network, 2 types will be there. Addressing system. There are 2 types of addressing system. First one, letter addressing system. That is only we are calling like a domain name system. Domain naming system. DNS. Second one, IP address, internet protocol. Number addressing system. Number addressing system. That is only IP address. IP, internet protocol. IP address. So, 2 types of addressing system will be there. Identification of computer. Suppose 100 computers connected together. Now you are working in one computer. Your friend is working in another computer. You want to send from your system to your friend's system one message. But which system? There are 200 systems are there. So identification purpose, some name required. That name is called domain name. That address is called IP address. Actually, letters are there, no? That is called domain naming system. Numbers will be there, no? That is IP address. Numbers, very difficult to remember. That is the reason letters. See, for example, yahoo.com, gmail.com, google.com, facebook.com, linkedin.com, youtube.com. Hundreds of sites also you can remember. But actually, every domain, every website, one IP address is there, number. The number, can you remember? No. So, computer can understand that number, but we cannot remember. That is the reason we are maintaining letter addressing system. If you type google.com also, your request converted into IP address first by DNS server. DNS server names will be there. Your domain name, IP address, mapping will be there. So google.com, this IP address, request password, that IP address. You are typing Google only, but what is Google? It doesn't know. It knows only IP address, numbers only. Number only it will understand. The number will send. That internal it will send. You are typing Google only. Google number transferred. So letters n number of many sites also you can remember. But numbers are there, very difficult to remember. For example, your mobile numbers only observe. Mother number, father number also people don't know. They don't know. Mother number also we do not know. Father number also we do not know. All we are storing. Why maintaining? Okay, all we are storing mobile. You are bringing mobile every day. Sometimes you may not bring the notebook also, but you'll bring the mobile. It's happening, no? So everyone will bring the mobile. Without mobile, you are not coming outside. It's happening, no? So you may forget notebook also. You may forget pen also. But you'll never forget mobile. It's happening, no? So here, mobile numbers, very difficult to remember. But what you are doing, all you are storing. That's what, no need to remember. Anyhow, you are carrying mobile. Every time you are carrying mobile, why remembering? Directly you can open, you can dial. Okay? Your number only you know. But other people number, father number, mother people number also, no one will remember. Okay? Even some people, second SIM card number also they don't know. Suppose they don't have two SIMs. They have two SIMs. Second SIM card number also they are going to store. It's my number like. It's happening, no? So, numbers very difficult to remember. That is the reason we are storing like that. In a computers also, every computer, one IP address will be there. But IP address very difficult to remember. That is the reason lettering system, letter addressing system will be there. Okay? So, suppose this computer to this computer, you want to send data. But that computer address required. Otherwise, I will send. So, here, suppose this computer name system 1. This computer name system 2. This computer name system 3. Okay, system 3. This computer name system 3. These names given by administrator. Okay, that is just myself I'm giving here system 1, system 2, system 3, system 4. That may be different in different organizations. Okay, suppose maybe in our lab N91, N92 may be there. Okay, that is whatever is there, that company name also they'll write. So suppose system 1, system 2, system 3, system 4, system 5. Now you are working in this computer. Okay, you want to send data to this computer, but that computer name you should know to send. Otherwise, how will send? There are 5 computers are there. To which computer you want to send? That computer name required. Okay, but IP address will be format like this. Like generally 192.168.1.1. Like this will be there, IP address format. Those who studied BTech, CSC, CSIT, they studied this all about networking. Okay, non-IT students, they didn't study. Now, here 192.168.1.1, 192.168.1.2. These are very depth not required, because only this addressing system also 5 days I can teach. 5 days. But it is not required for Java. Okay. Now 168 dot like this. Because network class A network, class B network, class C, class D, class E. Networks are there. CSC, CSA, IT students studied. Computer networks, one subject is there. Data communication, computer networks. 192.168.1.4. Say 192.168.1.4. This is 192.168.1.5. Generally, here, suppose this system or your laptop, suppose it is not connected to network. This computer name is called localhost. This system IP address is 127.0.0.1. Every individual PC, your laptop or my desktop, your other person desktop, other person laptop, every individual PC, that name is called localhost. That IP address is 127.0.0.1. Every standalone system, every individual system, that domain name is localhost. That IP address 127.0.0.1. This is not there in network, internet. That is reserved for standalone system. 192.168.1.1 I given, no? That is also not there in internet. That is reserved for LAN. In our institute network also that number will be there. Your college network also same numbers will be there. That IP address is not unique in the world. Server system IP address only unique. Google, that number is there. That number is unique. Yahoo, that number is there. Unique. Facebook, that number is there. Unique. YouTube, that number is there. Unique. Server system IP address, that name also unique. IP address also unique. See, youtube.com. Any other website, one more youtube.com will be there? Never, only one. Okay. That name unique in the world. And that IP address also unique in the world. Okay. But standalone system IP address, the whatever numbers I given, no, that is not there in the internet. That is reserved for LAN, reserved for standalone PC. That is the reason every administrator, he will write this number only. By mistake, Yahoo number, Google number, if you write, then Google will not work in your system. That is the reason we should follow that one only. That actually we don't require. Whoever will make the network, that person knows. Hardware system admin responsibility, that is. System admin responsibility to assign that numbers. Okay. Whoever will make the LAN, that person require that knowledge. For you not require, leave it. Okay. So this is addressing system. Every computer, two types of addressing system. Letter addressing system, number addressing system. Letter addressing system means letters will be there, alphabets. Number addressing system means numbers only will be there. Letter addressing system, in another word, we are calling like a domain naming system, DNS. Number addressing system, we are calling another word, IP address. Okay. Every standalone PC domain is localhost. Every standalone PC IP address is 127.0.0.1. Every network IP address is this type. Domain names, whatever they are writing. Suppose I given system 1, system 2, system 3, system 4, system 5. But maybe that is N91, N92, N93, N94, N95 will be there. In your college name may be there. Okay. That is whatever given by administrator, that will be there. Okay. First write this one. Suppose 5 computers are there. One system I'll select as a client. One system I'll select as a server. Between client server communication program I'm going to teach. One system as a client, one system as a server I selected. Client server communication program I'm going to teach. Write this one. Suppose in this diagram, system 4 is a client, system 1 is a server. So every standalone system domain name is localhost. Every standalone system IP address is 127.0.0.1. Okay. In every local area network, system IP addresses will be like this only. 192.168.1.1, 192.168.1.2, 192.168.1.3, like this. Is it over? What I want is from this system to this system, I want to send data. Again from this system to this system, I want to send data. That is my task. Client to server, server to client. Like that, I want to send data. Client to server, server to client. Is it over? See, domain naming system IP address. Domain naming system contains letters, nothing but alphabets, numbers, everything will be there. And the number addressing system contains only numbers, IP address, like this. Our task is, today our task is one charting program like this. Client server. Okay. Client and server charting program like client, one system as a client, one system as a server. I selected. Okay. Here what I'll do, see here. Here to server, I'll type. Here I'll type some data. Whatever I type, here it should display from client. So whatever I entered here, it should come here. Here to client. Whatever I type here, this data should come here. From server. So like this it should come. This is my task. Okay. Now to server will display on monitor. I'll type some message. When I press enter key, there it should display from client. There again to client. Whatever you type there, if you press enter key, it should come here from server. But generally in real time, what will be there? Your name, your friend name will be there. That is, you can add it. To server from server place, your name, your friend name. Like that you can add it. This is we are going to do. Write this diagram. Okay, this is our task. Suppose 5 systems are there. In 5 systems, which system is client in the diagram? Client 4 is a system 4 is a client. Which system is server? System 1. That means system 4 to system 1 I am sending receiving. Okay, that communication. But if you want to learn this one, first of all, you should have some knowledge on sockets. That's what this is called as socket programming also. So first of all, some knowledge required about socket, server socket, port number, the network programming, computer network, some knowledge required. That I'll explain. Socket, note down. A socket is a connection end at client side. Server socket. A server socket is a connection end at server side. Port number. It is used to identify the service. I'll explain what are these. A socket is a connection end at client side. Server socket. A server socket is a connection end at server side. Port number. It is used to identify the service. Port numbers range is 0 to 65,535. Reserved port numbers. Reserved ports 0 to 1023. Free ports 1024 to 65,535. What are these? I'll explain. CSC, CSIT students studied about this, but non-IT students will be there. No, I have to explain. I'll explain. Port numbers range is 0 to 65,535. Reserved ports 0 to 1023. Free ports 1024 to 65,535. See, in internet, so many services are there. For every service, one number is there. The number is port number. But here, system can understand everything numbers only. For example, every day we are using in internet, HTTP. HTTP, every day we are ready, no? HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It transfers hypertext. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, it transfers hypertext. Hypertext nothing but HTML text. With HTML program will write. That text is called hypertext. HTML text. Okay. That text transferred client to server, server to client. That text is transferred by HTTP. So HTTP protocol, that is one service. It is providing one service. That service number 8080. That number is 80. That number within this 0 to 1023 reserved. That service number is 80. So we are using HTTP. HTTP protocol provides one service. What is the service? It transfers hypertext, client to server, server to client. That service number 80, that is within 1023. The type of services in internet, 1023 services are there. These all already reserved. Now suppose you are going to send mail. You are going to send mail. Now for that one protocol is there. SMTP. simple mail transfer protocol. For that also a number is there. You will attach the file transfer protocol, FTP. For that one also a number, that is something 21 will be there, 21. Like that, telnet, you can sit here, you can log in into other computer. Complete that hard disk also you can access from here. Other system hard disk. Complete. We can copy paste, we can do some operations also. For that one protocol is there. That protocol is telnet. That protocol number is 23. Like that, 1023 services already reserved. Those numbers are called reserved port numbers, reserved ports. Okay. For every service, one number is there. That number we should not use for our program. These port numbers free. Now our application also one number required. Now charting program we are writing. The charting program also one service. Sending, receiving, it is sending. That service one number required. The number should be 1024 to 65,535 because remaining all reserved. Reserved number you should not write. If you write, that original service may or may not work. That is the reason we have to go for this number. Now, in internet, you are calling many different services you are using. But at last in internet, what you are doing? Sending, receiving. That is only. You are calling different types. Suppose you want to send one mail. You'll open Gmail, you'll open Compose, you'll type some mail, you'll click on send button. Then information passed to server. Again, you may get a mail. That is also receiving. Sending, receiving. You'll doing charting. Charting also what will do? Sending, receiving. Okay. Uploading, downloading, what will do? Sending, receiving. The terminology different you are calling. Uploading, downloading, private chat, public chat, voice chat, and deploying, undeploying, and uploading video, downloading video, and different terminology you are using. At last in all application, what you are doing? Sending, receiving only, no other things. Search engine also, that is only. Browsing also, that is only. Surfing also, that only. All similar, little bit different appears. But at last in internet, sending, receiving only will be there. No other. Anything you take. Okay. Anything you take. If you play video also, that is receiving only video. You are sending a request, whichever your video required, that video will play. That is nothing but receiving. That is also sending, receiving only. No other. In internet, sending, receiving. For that, every service, one number you have to write. The number should be 1024 to 65,535. Okay. That port number required. But without sockets, communication is not possible. Now, what exactly sockets? What I can see? A socket is a connection end at client side. Server socket. A server socket is a connection end at server side. I said, suppose this computer is a client. This computer is a server. One system I selected as a client. One system I selected as a server. Okay. Now here it is network. It is something network. Now here these two computers connected together. But network means so many other systems will be there. Hubs, switches, routers, like bridges, gateways, satellite, antennas, so many things, wireless adapters, so many network devices will be there. Okay. So here in between so many other things. Now what I can see, a socket is a connection end at client side. Suppose this is one socket. A server socket is a connection end at server side. This is one more socket. So connection end at client side, one socket. Connection end at server side. It's a one more socket. Say client socket can send to server only, but server socket can send to many clients. Server socket powerful. It can send to many sockets, many clients. Here, if you want to make a one network, first of all, in every system, one network adapter card required. Network adapter card. That adapter card, no need to purchase. With motherboard only inbuilt coming. Long back, separate we purchase it, we place it. But nowadays, your purchasing computer means definitely use internet at least. Compulsory use internet. So for that also network adapter card required. That is the reason nowadays inbuilt network adapter card coming. No need to purchase. In every CPU, adapter card is there. Okay. Like you studied 7-layer model, 5-layer model, IC, ISO-OSI model, TCP IP model in academics. That is there inside the architecture. That architecture, 7-layer architecture, 5-layer architecture, that protocol support this application layer, logical layer, layers you studied, no? Those all varied is inside that adapter card. Inside adapter card, hardware. Manufacturer people will implement that. We are manufacturer that is. Okay. So that adapter card is there. These all supported. Otherwise, these are not supported. These all writing program is not possible. That adapter card, if you remove, that program is not possible. So network adapter card contains that ISO-OSI model and TCP IP model architectures that support some protocols. With that protocol, this service is possible. That is internal. Okay. Now, for understanding purpose, I'll take one general example. Suppose we are calling electrical sockets. These are electrical sockets, no? These are electrical sockets. Through that socket, you are getting power. Through that socket, you are getting power. The power we can use for different services. For computer also power required, tube light also power required, fan also power required. The cooler also power required. Okay? Like these are services. But socket is same socket, suppose. One socket is there. Through socket, you are getting power. The power can be used to laptop also, computer also, tube light also, fan also, cooler also, different places you can utilize. Okay. Suppose, how will understand which service is going to work? Suppose there is only one socket, but services are many. Whichever plug if you insert, that service works. Okay. Computer plug if you insert, computer works. Fan plug if you insert, fan works. Tube light plug if you insert, tube light works. So socket is same, but service is different. Like that, here socket is same. Applications many. Charting application, mailing application, like that. But when data comes, the data should be passed to which application? How it will understand? With port number. That is port number. Suppose it is one application. It is one more application. It is one more application. It is one more application. Now, here, this number 1025, this number 1026, this number 1027, this number 1028. Now, some data comes. When data received, with that port number will be there. Now, 1024. Suppose this is charting program. It will pass it to charting. When data comes, 1026, pass it to mail application. 1027, it is news application. 1028, online shopping application. Like that. It can recognize. So, you are getting information through sockets. After getting, you have to distribute. You are getting power from socket. But power what purpose? Service, different services. You have to distribute power. Only socket is there, but plugs are not there means what is that use? No use of that socket, no? Here also, socket is there. Through socket, you are getting information. That information you can use for mail application, chart application, games application, news application, sports application, search engine, shopping, movies, many things. Like that, number required. Now, here what will happen, see here, these are applications. These are applications. For every application, one number we can write. For every application, one number. So the number should be 1024 to 65,535. Suppose this number, suppose this number I'll write 1024. No, 1024. Suppose this number 1025. This number 1026. This number 1027. Let's all right. Okay. Now 1024, 25, 26, 27. Let us with this socket will bind. While creating this socket, one number will bind. Now, while creating this socket, server system IP address or domain name you have to pass. Then what will be happen is like this it is connected up to here. After that same port number, whichever service required, that port number you have to pass. Then it is passed to this number. So first what we have to do is we have to create server socket. While creating one port number you have to provide for your application. Now 1024 I given. That socket bound with that application 1024 port number. While creating this socket nothing but not hardware program. Okay, here that is like a hardware type, but here port this socket something but software program or program. Socket nothing but object. Socket class is there. We have to create object. So here while creating this socket, we need to pass server system address. Then this socket connected to this socket. Same port number you have to pass. Then whatever you pass here, that is passed to this particular application. So with port number, it is bound. Port number if you pass to that application, it will transfer the data. Okay. Now whichever plug if you insert, that service works. But socket is same. One socket, 3-4 services. Computer plug if you insert, computer works. Fan plug if you insert, fan works. Tubeless plug if you insert, tubeless works. But socket is same. But plug is different. Socket is same. Port number is different. Got in mind? So first what we have to do is this server socket we have to create. This server socket we have to create. This is server socket we have to create. While creating, one number you have to pass. The number should be 1024 to 65,535. Suppose I selected 1024. Then socket bound with this application by using this port number. Later I'll create this socket. While creating this socket, compulsory we have to pass server system IP address or server system domain name. Then what will be happen? This client system socket bound with server system. Then logical connection established between client and server. Logical connection established. Physical connection will be there with the hardware and cable. But logical connection with software. Physical connection nothing but hardware parts only. With cable connection or wireless adapter connection, that is. Like this socket while creating, this socket address you have to pass. That means that system IP address you have to pass. Then connected. Same port number you have to pass. Then connection established between client and server. Once if it is established, n number of times send and receive. Okay. Write this diagram. Port number. Tomorrow onwards, collections framework topic. It is the most important topic. Tomorrow onwards, collections framework and generics. Most important topic. After this socket programming, collections framework. Now here we have tried two programs. One client to program, one server program. Both if you run, program will run. Is it over? So here socket, it is server socket, it is port number. Now, note on. Steps to develop client application. Steps to develop client application. First step, create a socket object with server address and port number. First step, create a socket object with server address and port number. First step, create a socket object with server address and port number. Create a socket object with server address and port number. Second step, create an output stream that can be used to send. Create an output stream that can be used to send information to the server. Third step, create an input stream that can be used to receive information from the server. Fourth step, do input and output operations. Fifth step, close the socket. These 5 steps client side. Steps to develop server application. First step, create a server socket object with port number. Second step, create an input stream, call accept method to receive requests from the client. Third step, create an input stream that can be used to receive information from the server. Client. Fourth, create an output stream that can be used to send information to the client. do input and output operations. Close the server socket. So 5 steps client side, 6 steps server side. Steps to develop client application, steps to develop server application. So 5 steps client side, 6 steps server side. The client side, the server side. Is it over? So socket is on, class is there. Server socket also on, class is there. In that methods are there. Okay. What are the methods required? I'll explain. Is it over? Not over? Over? See. Command prompt. Socket class is there, server socket class is there. See. Java P, java.net.socket. Note down. Java.net.socket. Constructors. Methods. Right is up. Here, server address, port number. Server address. It is port number. Is it over? Socket class constructor, socket class methods. Okay. Now one more is there, server socket. Java P, java.net.server socket. Note on this one also. Constructor methods. Right is all. It is port number. Is it over? Now, see the diagrams, see the steps, see the library methods, and give answer. I'll ask questions. You have to give answer. With your answers, I'll write the program. Okay? If you want, you can see the diagram. You can see the notes. But notes means previous class notes don't open. Now here only. This only. Methods, diagrams, library. Steps. Okay? Now. I'll open Edit Plus. File New Java. Now, without class, can we develop application? No. So, class name, suppose client program. Without main method, can we execute program under operating system? No. It is compulsory. Next, what is the first step? Client side. Create a socket object with server address and port number. For that, constructor required or method required? Constructor. When constructor is called? When our object is created. Is it default constructor or parameter constructor? Parameter constructor. How many parameters are there? 2 parameter. Which type? String type. One more. Integer type. Okay. Now what we have tried? Give me answer. I want to call that constructor. Public is, it is accessible, that meaning. Now what we have tried? Socket. S equal to new socket. Okay. How many parameter? First parameter which type? String type. Suppose in our diagram, what is that string? Server address. In our diagram, which is server address? System 1. System 1. Suppose port number. Suppose 1024. One server address, one port number. Okay. Suppose. But if I write like this, it is always fixed. Dynamically at the command line argument you can pass, no? Now I want to pass at the command line. This address I will pass at that command line. Command line argument which type? So what I'll do is string something address equal to args of 0. This args of 0 address, can I write like this? Yes. Port number, which format received at the command prompt? String. We record integer. How to convert? Parsing. What you have tried? Something integer port equal to integer dot parsing args of 1. That port, can I write here? Okay. So at the command prompt, I'm passing address and port number. Address received, port number also received here. Args of 0, address assigned. Port number args of 1. But args of 1 also string type. String type to integer type converting and storing. This address I passed here. This port number I passed here. Will it throw exception? Yes. Which exception? Unknown host exception and IO exception. Unknown host exception means if given address is not there in the network. Unknown host. Port number. That number not there, in the input output related error also comes. We have tried try catch blocks. Try catch. Can I write exception? It will handle all the exceptions. Okay. Now socket class in which package? See, net package. Is it required to import? What we have tried? Import java.net.star network. Okay. Now see, once again at the command prompt, whatever I am passing address and port number, both are received here. Args of 0 address, it is directly assigned to string. Asks of one port number. I convert it into integer. Then assign. The address I passed. Port number I passed. With this, our client socket connected to server socket. Connection established. Now, after that, what is next step? Second step. Create an output stream that can be used to send information to the server. For creating output stream, constructor required or method required? Method. What is the method name? What is the method name? Get output stream. Get output stream method. Is it accessible? How do you know? Public. Is it instance method or class method? How do you know? There is no static. How many ways to access? What are those? Which class object required? Don't get confused. The method in which class? That is return type. The method in which class? Socket class. So which class object required? Socket class object required. Already we created that object referred by S. By using S, can I call? What is the return type of that method? Output stream. Then what we have to write? Output stream OS equal to S dot get output stream. Okay. Will it throw exception? Yes. Which exception? Will it handle? Yes. No need to handle again. Okay. Right. What is next step? Create an input stream that can be used to receive, send information. What I given? Input stream that can be used to send receive information from server. So which method required? Method name get input stream. Return type is input stream. The method in which class? Socket class. How to call? Input stream is equal to S dot get input stream. You observe here this output stream created with socket. Socket bound with server address. This is called network output stream. Input stream created with socket. Socket bound with server address. It is called network input stream. Class name is input stream, output stream only. It is nothing but network because sockets are there. Okay. This output stream created with socket. Socket bound with server address. That's what it is called network output stream. This input stream created with socket. Socket bound with server address. That's what it is called network input stream. Okay. After that, what is the next step? Do input and output operations. So client system diagram I given like this. To server. Okay. After that, whatever you type, we have to send. First, we have to display this one. Next, we have to accept data from keyboard. Next, we have to send. Okay. First, to server we should display. To display to server, what will write? What will write? What will write? System dot out dot print or println? Print to server. Okay. After this, you have to accept the data from keyboard. That is, we have to send. Now, for accepting from keyboard, you studied already. What do you write? System dot in dot read. Read method, what it will take? You studied already that one. Parameter. Which parameter? Byte array. Byte array takes no. That's what these two byte streams only no. So sending purpose on byte array required. Sending purpose on byte array required. Receiving purpose also one byte array required. Suppose I am writing maximum 100 bytes. Next, receiving purpose one more byte array. These are byte streams. These are byte streams. Sending purpose one byte array, receiving purpose one more byte array. Okay. Sending purpose one byte array, receiving purpose one more byte array. Now, first two server displayed. Whatever you enter, you have to receive. System.in.read B1. Okay. After reading, with this network output stream, we have to send. Now sending means OS dot write B1. It is passed. You have seen diagram, this diagram. Here, two server. Okay. Here, like this. Server program, one more is there. It is client program. First, see, two server, like this. Here, with this line, two server displayed. With this line, this data accepted from keyboard. With this line, it is passed to server. That is over. Now what we have to do? We have to receive. After receiving from server, we have to display. So from server, first we have to receive. After receiving, this is we have to display. Okay. Receiving means input stream required or output stream required? Input stream. That is already we created. Now input stream dot read. Input stream means read, output stream means write. B2, second byte array. This is B2. If I print B2, will it print content or hash code? Hash code. But if you want to print content, we have to convert into string. How to convert? String S1 equal to new string of B2. But how many bytes allocated? 100 bytes. Suppose you may type only hello. Hello means each character 2 bytes, 10 bytes, 90 bytes wasted. Extra spaces we have to remove. How to remove? Trim method. So string S2 equal to S1 dot trim. Now we have to display. System dot out dot println from server plus S2. Okay. But this process I want many times. Again, two server from server, two server from server, many times. What we will do? Loop you have to write. Loop. If you write loop for loop 1 to 10, 10 times only it will send, 10 times only it will receive. I want infinite times. Infinite loop also you can write, no? How to write? While true. It is infinite time works. Now, input stream, output stream in which package? IO package. Import java.io.star. Now, first I'll save this program. File, save. Program name client.java. Already is there. I'll replace. Now, this is client.java. You observe. Here, this program you observe. Here, first line, IO package imported. What purpose? Output stream, input stream. Net package imported. What purpose? Socket class. Okay. This package for output stream and input stream. This package for socket class. Okay. After that, client class loaded, main method called, try block executed. At the command prompt, I'm going to pass two arguments. One argument is server address, one more argument is port number. Address args of 0, port number args of 1. Args of 1 string format, args of 0 and 1 string format comes. This is string only required, that's what directly assigned, address. This is integer required, that is the reason parseInt method I used, converted. These two I passed here. Then socket created. This socket bound with server address. This socket bound with server address. That server bound with same port number. So socket to client socket to server socket to application. That binding connection established. After that, one stream created for sending purpose. One more stream created for receiving purpose. These two streams are byte streams. That's what, one byte array for sending, one byte array for receiving. These two empty now, empty. 100 bytes allocated, but empty. Infinite loop, it will enter. To server displayed on monitor. Whatever you type stored in B1, that is passed to server. From server, whatever it comes stored in B2, that is converted into string. Extra spaces removed. Extra spaces removed. After that, displayed on monitor from server. Okay. This process continued repeatedly. To server from server to server from server. This is client to program. Okay. But if you want to run this program, server program also required. If I run this program, it is search for server. Server not there, error comes. Okay. This program also not completed. This client program completed, server program not completed. So we cannot run this program. This program also in tomorrow class only can write. I'll explain again. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see continuation. This program also you can write tomorrow only. Okay. Because anyhow the server program not completed. Tomorrow I'll explain, I'll continue. Tomorrow we'll see continuation. Okay. Tomorrow after this program, collections framework, most important topic. Okay. Most important topic. Now we'll see continuation tomorrow.